Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. If you are joining me live this morning for our workout together, just say hey below so I know you are here. I know you stopped by, you are joining me. I'm not doing this alone at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. It's okay, I've been up since like 5, so nothing new. Good morning. Actually feeling all right today. All right, you guys, we are gonna do a 15-minute workout and we are gonna focus on ab separation. So most of you know, like, I'm super crazy. We always go in crazy, we do crazy stuff. Today we're gonna dial it back a notch and really focus on our cores. We don't realize how important our cores are. We do absolutely everything with our core. Sometimes we think doing like crunches and all these stupid exercises are going to build your core, and it's just not how it works. You have to start at the base. So we are gonna do a diastasis recti exercise is today. So again, a little bit slower, but we're gonna really focus on that core engagement. And I hope that you guys take this and use it in like your day-to-day exercises. We don't realize like half the exercises you're probably doing, you actually aren't using your core, hence you're not actually getting the proper workout in. So we are gonna dial it down a notch. I know, not Amanda, it's crazy. I had to like throw a few little fun things in there, but we are gonna dial it down quite a bit. And again, just really focus on our cores. And my goal is for you guys to take this, and then when you go into your workout, say on Monday, you can be like, oh crap, I haven't actually been doing this right, so you can fix it. I got like one more sip of coffee. There's a lot of you on this morning. If you are joining me for our workout, say, hey, we are just gonna use body weight today. I was gonna do bands, but I kind of changed my mind of what we are doing. So just body today, that's all you need. No excuses as to why you cannot work out with me, because you don't need anything, just yourself and a mat or a piece of carpet, anything like that, something soft. I need a mat because this is a cement floor and it's not very comfortable to lay on. All right, you guys, make sure you have water nearby. I have like one sip left and then we're gonna get started. Need this though first. All right, you guys, we're gonna do a nice little warm up. We're gonna do a workout. We're gonna do a little stretch and you're out of here. We're here for 20 minutes together. And I do hope to keep these going every week. Just as something fun for all of us to do together on a Saturday. All right, I'm gonna start my watch. I start a timer because we all know I like to go over, which we probably will, but oh well. All right, chest up, shoulders back. The first thing I'm gonna get you guys to do is just to practice the core engagement. So we're all gonna take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to think about pulling from your pelvis all the way up to your ribs. And then when you breathe out, I want your stomach to tighten together. So a lot of us are breathing, but we aren't breathing from here to all the way into our ribs. We're just breathing from here. I need you to breathe all the way up. And then when you breathe out, instead of letting your stomach go back to where it's supposed to go, I want you to tighten it. So like we're bringing our core together. We're gonna do 3 of those just as a warm up because we are gonna hit it pretty hard. So we're gonna all take a nice deep breath in. All the way up, big breath. If you notice you can't quite get that full big breath, it's because you cannot breathe through your core. So we really need to work on that. And then we're gonna breathe out and tighten, tighten, tighten. So we're almost like folding our body forward, but we're doing it a more gentle way than if you were to do like a crunch or something. All right, nice deep breath in. And breathe out, tight, 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 tight. Like you should be getting your waist as small as you can possibly get it. Yes, let's do one more. Breathe out. tighten, 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 like as tight as you possibly can. This, you guys, is one of the most effective core exercises ever. It is called breathing. You are going to work your core 10 times better breathing than if you were to do crunches, if you were to do planks. Like honestly, you could sit there and breathe and your core would be so freaking sore the next day. Like you wouldn't even know it. All right, let's start with some arm crosses, chest up, shoulders back. Seriously, start breathing every single day and you guys are gonna notice such a big difference. They're called vacuums and they are one of the most effective core exercises ever. Good. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Facing forward. We're gonna go into some leg swings. So again, focus on that belly button being in nice and tight. You're not here. There's no swinging. I see so many of you doing stuff. I called some of you out in the gym and you are swinging your whole freaking body. Like, what are you doing? No. Always, or if you're ever working like lower body, your upper body is tight. If you're ever working like chest or back, your upper body is tight. If you are swinging your body to lift something, it is too freaking heavy and you're gonna hurt yourself. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Other side. We are gonna do a little bit of hip thrusting today. Hip thrusts as well are a really good core exercise. Good. Because it tightens your pelvic floor. I knew it was Saturday and I know it's a lot of your guys' rest day, so I figured we would just focus on form and hopefully you guys can take some tips and fix a lot of your stuff when you're doing your day-to-day exercises. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Facing forward. We're going to go into some nice hip circles. So knee up, all the way around and down. Good. Woo. There's a lot of you guys with me today. That's fun. Saturdays, you guys are all home. Need to do it more often. Usually I have like 2 or 5. This is fun. Good. Try and get that full range of motion all the way from your hip. We are going to use quite a bit of hip today because that's where it really ties into your core. So we do use a lot of our legs. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Shake it out. We're going to take it down to the mat. So we are going to do a no repeat workout. We're going to go from exercise to exercise. So you're just going to have to pay attention. I'm not going to cue breaks, but if you need to take them, please do. All right, on your back, fingertips can touch your heels. You're going to go, first thing, we're going to make sure our core is tight. So you're going to put your belly button in. There is no gap between your back and the floor. This is, again, where so many of you are going wrong. When you're doing any sort of core exercise, you have this huge gap. You're way up here, you're doing like crunches or something. Like, I could fit like 3 hands back there. You should not be able to fit anything. That is how tight your core is. We're gonna then lift up our legs, making sure your belly button stays tight. So when we're doing this, I want your hands on your stomach, and we're just gonna drop and tap a heel. But notice the difference, you guys, and how much harder it is when you want to keep your back on the floor. So many of you, and you're gonna be like, oh shoot, I do that. Yes. Big difference. And again, like especially if you're stuck with like the separation in your abs from having kids and stuff, this is huge. If you are there with a huge arch in your back, you're gonna make it so much worse. So make sure there's no gap. I want you guys checking right now. Your core should be tight. It should be barely moving. Now you're going to take a nice deep breath in on the way down. You're going to breathe out, pull. You're breathing as well. You should not be afraid to breathe. If you have people in your house, they should hear you breathing right now. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, pull. If you struggle right now just with keeping your back tight, what you're going to do is you're going to lift that upper body up, and it's going to automatically dive your back into the ground. So you don't have to focus as much. And then as you get a stronger core, you can try and go down and test it there. But notice the difference, yes? How many of you are guilty and have had a huge gap when doing any sort of abs? Like, this is a really basic exercise and it is burning. Not just my core, but my hips. One more, pull, beautiful. All right, here's the fun one. Feet hip width apart, fingertips can touch your heels. Same thing, we start with our belly button in and there's no gap. We're gonna squeeze our glutes and drive it up. It's just a basic hip thrust, but we're starting from our core. Again, this is where a lot of people are doing hip thrusts wrong. You guys are with a huge gap between your back and the floor, and you're not doing it correct. So we always start at our core. Crazy, hey? You would have never thought. So take notes if you need them. And remember this, when you go into your Monday exercises or your Tuesday exercises, start to notice what you've been doing wrong. We don't realize super basic moves are so effective. Like, it's not about how fast you can go or how sweaty you can get or how high your heart rate can go. It is about that proper form and our proper engagement, you guys. And I'm telling you, if you slow down and focus, your results will increase like crazy. Good. Butt is on fire. Think about a penny being between your butt cheeks and you don't want it to fall out. I know you all love when I say that. And again, every time you go down, make sure your back touches the ground. If it doesn't, fix it. Beautiful. Nice and controlled. Good. 15 seconds here. We're moving on to another ab exercise. Whoo, my butt's sore. We did a lot of booty this week in my programs. We did a crazy hip thrust burner, and I think that's where I feel it. All right, from here, we're gonna take it up. We're gonna hold. So what I want you to do is think about only glutes here. If you feel it anywhere else, I want you to fix it and make sure you are thrusting from your core. So it's tight. If you need to check, drop it down. Okay, my back's tight, I've got proper form. Then bring it up. Only glutes, and your core is working just as much. You just might not feel it because maybe you have a super strong core and you just don't realize it. Ooh, booty on fire. Just hold, you guys. We're here for about 20 more seconds. Get comfortable. Oh, my bum, I shouldn't have did these after this week. Ooh. Yep. 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Relax. All right, we're going to go into knee pulls. So you're going to bring your knees in. You're going to lift your upper body up if you need to, or if you're feeling strong enough, you're going to keep it down, but we're going to make sure there's no gap. And what you're going to do is you're going to drop one leg out. Do not let it touch the floor. You're going to pull it in. Again, super basic, but super effective. Making sure there's no gap. When that leg gets out, especially if you're a little bit weaker in your core, this is where your back is going to round. So I want you just to lift your upper body up. And then again, as you notice, it automatically puts your back into the floor. Good. Look at this, slow and controlled. What are we doing? No jumping. Who is this? Good, let's do 2 more. Very nice. Last one, beautiful. All right, now that we've kind of got the core down packed, we're gonna go into a little bit more of a challenging one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go tabletop, and you're gonna take your toes, you're gonna tap them to the outside of your mat, and you're gonna pull it in. Core engaged, toes outside of your mat, pull it in. Now where do you feel this? Do you feel this in your hips? Good, that means you need to really focus on working your hip muscles. I as well. My hips are really tight. I've been doing a lot of cycling. Oh, they need some stretching. Good. Hands on your stomach. Don't let it get off the floor. Good. If you do notice, all you do is lift your upper body up. Beautiful. Drop to the outside. Pull. Outside. Pull. Good. We're going to do 2 more here. And then we're going to flip it over onto our hands and knees. Last one. Pull. Very nice. All right, let's flip it on over. We're going to go hands underneath the shoulders. Knees are going to go in line with hips. Now look at yourself. Are you here? No. Belly button in. Same thing. If we had a floor, our back is tight against it. We're going to take one leg back. You're going to point your toe to the ground. We're going to lift and squeeze your glute. Now, when I'm going up, we're not here. No. Belly button is in. The only thing that is moving is that leg because your core is in that tight, you guys. Focus on your form. Slow it down. Booty on fire. Notice the difference in your glute engagement when we engage our core. It all comes down to your core, you guys. All of it. All of it. Good. Got about 15 seconds. Stay with me. Focus on form. If you have to drop and relax your core for a second, please do so. One more. Lift it all the way up and squeeze. We're going to go right over to the other side. I'm just flipping so you can see. Again, not here. We're here. Belly button is in. Legs out. Just that leg. For me personally, I don't even think about my leg that I'm working. I think about my core. Because the second my core releases, then I lose my glute engagement. So it's always in nice and tight. Nice soft bend in your elbows. If you are someone who is double jointed, do not lock. Nice soft bend. Good. Pushing up and squeeze. Stay with me about 30 seconds. It is burning. Good. We're going to take it up a notch in a second here. Good. Let's go for 3. Good. 2. And 1. Beautiful. We're going to go into some push-ups. So hands go to the outside of your mat. We are going to do knee push-ups just because we are working on core. So I don't want you doing push-ups here. We're nice and flat. Belly button is pulled in. Again, if we have a floor on our back, it's flat. You're going to drop chest to the floor. You're going to completely drop and relax. You're going to push up. Nice deep breath in. Now when we breathe out, that helps us engage our core. So really focus on that breathing. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, push. Do not lock your arms at the top. Nice soft bend. Good. Nice and controlled. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, push. Good. Push-ups on a Saturday. Who are you? Good. I put these at the very last of my list, but I really wanted to do them, so we're jumping ahead a little bit. You're welcome. Good. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, push. I know, getting tired? Good. This is where we have to really focus on our core. Very nice. We're going to do one more. Drop it down. Bring it up, push. All right, guys, we're going to take it up. I want you to find yourself a wall. We're going to do a wall sit. One of my favorites for engaging our core. Wall sit. I know, weird, hey? All right, so feet go hip width apart. You're going to sink it on down. Knees are in line with your hips. Heels are in line with your knees. Weight is in our heels, not our toes. Now there's no gap. Belly button is in, core is tight, chest is up, shoulders are pulled back. You just hang here. I don't want you here. I want you here. If you have to be here, put your hand here. Weight is in your heels. Making sure there's no gap. Fix your gap. I know, you would have never thought. Belly button in. Like one of my favorites for practicing core engagement, if you just stand against a wall and focus on making sure that your back is tight. It's different, but so effective, you guys. Whoo! How you feeling? Legs are starting to shake a little bit. Good. This is a finisher. This is it. After this, we stretch, you're done. So I want you to push. I want you to get a little bit uncomfortable today. Maybe you've never held a 1.5-minute wall sit. Well, you are right now. Let your legs shake. This is where so many of you are going to give up because you get uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is good, you guys. Without that uncomfortableness, you're never going to change. You have to be uncomfortable. Have to. Let them shake. We're going to push it a little bit further because I'm feeling strong. Why not? And you're going to stay with me. Failure is not getting up in a wall sit. If you can get up, you did not push hard enough. Failure is falling to the ground. And that is what I want to see. 15 seconds. Yes, you can. Whoo! My legs are also starting to shake now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, you guys. Legs are shaky. All right, shake it out. We're gonna stretch it out, you guys, and that is it. That was 20 minutes together. Let's take that left leg up. Give it a nice big pull, roll it out. I hope you guys are taking something from this. I helped with your form in one way or another. That was my goal today. 3, 2, 1. And if you guys have questions, if you need help, please don't ever be afraid to reach out. That is what I'm here for. You have a question, I will answer it. I think this week I'm gonna do like a Q&A, so you guys can just ask me any sort of question. Don't be afraid to ask me questions. I love questions. Helps me create all my content and stuff for you guys as well when you guys ask questions. 3, 2, 1, beautiful, relaxed. We're gonna take that left leg up. Again, even from here, look at that gap. Belly button in, and feel that extra stretch. Such a difference. Got some new shoes a couple days ago, and they're so nice. You don't realize how often you need to replace your shoes until you replace your shoes, and you're like, oh my gosh, these are like clouds, and your other ones are like boulders because they have no base to them. So, another tip, replace your shoes. I know it's expensive, but honestly, your body starts at your feet. And if you are not giving your feet the support and love they need, the rest of your body's gonna go to crap. Straight up. Other side. Nice big pull, belly button in. I posted my shoes the other day and a lot of people were like, I definitely do not replace my shoes every 6 months. It's expensive. And I'm like, well, not really. Like if you were to save like a couple dollars every week, you'd be able to buy yourself a new pair of shoes every 6 months. And honestly, a new pair of shoes every 6 months compared to 10 years at a chiropractor because you've screwed your knees and your hips, so much worth it, like way worth it. So shoes, check your shoes. Do they need to be replaced? Probably. Do you need to buy crazy expensive shoes like me? No, but you just need to, have some good arch support in there. 3, 2, 1, relax. Beautiful, you guys. That is it. That is all. That is 20 minutes together on this Saturday. I hope you guys took something away from this. You can fix your form. If you are not in one of my groups or my programs, I would love to see you in there. If not, I will see you back in this group for another live workout soon.